recording another video. Got it all recorded. It was only about 10 minutes long, so it wasn't the whole video, but it was part of the video, like a portion of it, because I was making some changes, and unfortunately the file became corrupt. These things do happen, unfortunately, so there's nothing I could do about it. I tried to fix it the best I could, but there was just large black screen parts where nothing was happening. You could hear my voice, but you couldn't actually see anything on the screen, which kind of negates the whole point of recording. So what I'll do is I'm going to do a quick summary of what was on that last video. So what I've been doing is I've been playing around with a couple of the buildings. As you'll see here, I've raised a couple of the business district buildings up a little bit. I've given them a bit more height, just to make it, because I felt this side of the business district was a bit flat and a bit low. So I've just raised up a couple more buildings there to get through. There's also a pathway between them, so you can actually run across the top of that building there to get in between them both. There's nothing special, but it just gave a bit of an extra dimension to that area where it was quite a flat area. And because it was a business district, obviously I said from the very beginning that I wanted them to be quite tall buildings, most of them. Yeah, so it kind of fits a bit more in. What else did I do? So I've got burps. I always get burps when I record. If you've been watching all my videos, you know that this always happens to me. I think it's because I talk too fast, but yeah. So so I've been working on a bit more on the mansion as well. So yeah, that was the only thing I changed, I think, from over there, those two buildings. The mansion itself, I've been tweaking around, playing around with it a little bit. I'll show you exactly what I've been up to. As we all know, I've still got these two buildings to do yet. Hopefully still going to try and get the 24th release dates when I release the map, or at least we'll probably do the Hunger Games map around that time. Then I'll release it, but we'll see what happens. Eventually it'll go up on my website at some point to actually be downloaded, so you can actually play it all yourself. Yeah, so I've been tweaking around the mansion, put a few extra lights outside. Can we change? Oh no, can't remember what time is night? I don't know why I'm asking you, so not see if you can answer. No, that's even worse. Can't remember what time night is now. Oh no, don't know what time night is. No, let's just put it even further up the sun. I bet you're all going like, it's this time! I can't remember, I've not done it for ages. Where does the sun move to? Oh, there we go. So yeah, so I've done a bit of extra lighting. I don't think 16,000 was what I was actually hoping for, but put some lighting on the balcony and the outside. What else have I done? In fact, I've not actually looked at it for a while with the brightness turned down a little bit. I used to love looking at the city when it was like this, when your brightness wasn't too far up. It always looks cool. Always looks cool. Yeah, so let's have a look at the mansion, see what I've been up to. Again, I hope the audio levels are 10 times better than they were. From the last couple of videos that I've done, they were a lot better, the audio files. The audio levels from the microphone from my new headset. So hopefully it stays that way. Right, yeah, so as you'll see already, I'd already done this in the last video. What I've done as well is I've added a library of sorts. It's like a table in the centre there to read things from. You can go up a few of them to get up on top, and I'll work out what I'm going to do with chests and stuff in here, how to hide a chest and stuff like that. We'll work something out. Yeah, so I'll just tweak that. Upstairs, I've not really added any rooms per se. Sorry, my mouse is slipping around, one sec. It's better. Yeah, so upstairs I've just separated the room up a little bit. The back end here has not been separated anyway, but this side here I have added this into the centre of the room. So, and I've lit it up a little bit more with these lantern things on the side, as you can see. Yeah, so that's the centre of the room now. And outside, again, like I say, I've put some lamps up on the outside so you can actually see better. So I'm not sure where I should fence this off or not. But if people fall off, then they fall off, I suppose. Yeah. So that's pretty much where we're up to. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these rooms. I still want to get some friends to help out to flesh the rooms out. So I'm not really looking at fleshing the rooms out at the moment. What I'm going to be looking at doing now is finishing these other two buildings off that are left, just next to the mansion. I'll shut this door because cows keep trying to get in. So I've got these two buildings here left to do. I've still not decided exactly what I'm going to do with these. I don't want them to be too tall because then they'll get in the way with the mansion. So I'm not even sure it's a good idea to put these buildings here, because then it obscures the view of the mansion, and who would live in a mansion with such an obscured view with a building right next to it? Because what I was thinking, maybe turning them into like a stable or something, like a barn or stables or something like that. Because I could always extend the hedgerow out, I suppose, a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. But I've definitely gone off the idea of having two proper sized buildings in there. But I don't know what sure what I might do is, if I get rid of this one, so I just need to put my sorry, someone's texting me, 1 second. Sorry, phone. What I need to do is, why can't I suddenly get, there we go. I was getting a bit of lag. I've taken 2 screenshots by accident. Let's get rid of this. And we'll have a look, see. Yeah, it's like, when I'm planning out the buildings, I'll set them all out on the floor. Obviously, you don't have the benefit of hindsight when you've actually got the buildings built up, and then you know what it would look like with what you've planned. But these two buildings are a bit of a no now. I just don't think it would look right. I just don't think it'd... Yeah, I just don't think it'd look right. It's like I say, I mean, mansions generally have a lot of space around them. They don't have like short, squat buildings, homes pushed right up against them. And plus, if I put the buildings there, then when you're walking down the road, you wouldn't get a full view of the mansion itself. Get my lights back. Where'd that go? Let's go. Right, let's have a look at this. So I could put this building here. It doesn't have to be a weird shape, so we can scrap the weird shape off. So I always do like stables here or something like that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See. But which way would the entrance be? Because actually, I suppose you'd want front and back. Well, no, because no, I don't know. But that'd mean open. What I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm thinking in a monologue out loud. If I was to open this bit up here, then I would have to open an entrance here to the mansion. Or you could, no, because actually you can get through to there. Ah, right, okay, we could do this. We can do this. We can do this. So if I open that up, basically you have got the opportunity to walk into here now. And if I still hedgerow quite a lot of this off down here, but leave an entrance to this stable, now I'll have to design a stable somehow. That's doable. It's easily doable. Just put some grass in the centre here so it helps it grow a little bit. Yeah, so I could do that. So we extend the hedgerow. If I extend the hedgerow out towards, to the graveyard. In fact, let's put it down now so we know what it looks like. Do we use spruce or do we use birch spruce? I think don't need ladders at the moment. Let's do this. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll do it from there. Can I get a little bit higher? There we go. Right. just shy. There we go. Oh, the fun. Because what I was thinking, if I married that up to the building there. Oh no, that won't work. So I'm trying to think how to do an entrance to these stables, because obviously you'd want access to stables to the main road, or to the main thoroughfare, as it were, because obviously that's where you're going to want to travel to. So I'm just trying to think of how big the entrance would be. So I don't want to make it too accessible, because the whole idea of the mansion was you'd have to travel around. You'd have to travel around the back over there to get into it. So if I open this up at the front here now, then you can easily just walk through and you're straight into the mansion, which I really didn't want to do. Because by doing it this way, you'd have to travel round, because you can't even get through the graveyard. You'd have to travel round the back there that way and then down the road here. Because if you make everything too easy to get to, basically everybody can just run straight to it rather than doing a bit of distance. So that's not going to really work. Unless I can figure out a way to... What can we do? Can we do it this way? No, because I've even done it there anyway. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Making a bit of a dog's dick of this now. I didn't realise that sewer entrance was there. Sewer entrances, what do I want? I want this. Don't need glass at the minute. Okay. So at least that's still blocked off. That was the whole idea, to stop people just wandering in. I mean, you can get in through the sewers, obviously, if you went into the sewers from over there and run down, and then you could pop up inside the mansion area. But I don't want people to be able to just walk straight into the mansion area from the main road. So what we might have to do is think a little bit more outside the box. So I can't really do anything with this now. Because I don't want to break open the hedgerows at the front here, because I like the way it's set up there. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be a stable sort of thing, does it? It can just be a barn of some sort or something, I don't know. Well, I might even have to leave this open to comment section and see what people think, because I'm pretty stumped actually now what I'm going to do with that. Short of just opening this bit up here, which I really didn't want to do. I mean, how's it going to look if I do that? It's not the end of the world. It's not the best. Let's have a look what it comes out like whilst we've just opened this up a little bit. Have it like that, and then I'll close this bit up over here. I don't know, I really don't like it. I really don't like having this bit open, but I don't really see any other choice at the moment, unless I can make this look a bit more like an entrance, because at the minute it just looks a bit pants. I don't know what to do with it. God damn it. What I'll do is I'm going to do a jump cut, and I think I'll come back to this once I've thought about it a little bit more, because I don't like what I've done. I'm sure there's a way around doing what I've done. So I don't like it like that either, because it just looks a bit weird. I mean, I could suppose I could if we tried to make it look a bit more like an entrance, maybe it won't be so bad. No, it's not going to work, is it? No, it just doesn't. Nothing's going to look right there. Nothing is going to look right at all. And that looks a little bit better, but at least doing it this way, it actually signifies that it is an entrance by giving it some sort of a look of an entrance. Then it kind of works a little bit better. But I don't like the way the grass just turns into concrete. There's not a lot I can really do about that. I thought it's gonna have to just stay like that for the time being. In fact, I don't mind that as much now that I've kind of put the wooden post there. It looks like it's an entrance for a reason. Whereas before it just really wasn't. Pretty sure stables don't have steps, but hey ho. Horses can walk up and down steps, so it's not the end of the world. Right, yeah, so I'm going to play around with this building. I'll do a jump cut now and see what it looks like after I've played with it a little bit. Yep, so I'll see you in a second. Hello, I'm back. Okay, I might have to try some transitions in between these jump cuts because they're a bit kind of like jump rather than I'll try some effects in between. I've just never really thought to do it before. Right, after a few designs, I played around with it for quite a while. I've opted for this. Took a while to actually decide which one I wanted. So these are obviously like little paddocks for the horses to go into. I've not really put anything to block them in any way. Yeah. I've also my paddocks, sorry, the little stalls, sorry, for the horses to go into. Should that actually come to a cross, do you think? Actually, it should do, really, shouldn't it? Just let me get my thing back. Oops. Wrong button. Yeah, possibly it should do that. So the last stall works. Yeah, it still kind of works. It still looks okay. Let's just fill this bit in. Yeah, we'll do that. I've tried to keep it as wood effect as possible to be very barny sort of thing. Not the purple dinosaur, but you know, as a barn or a horsey place would look like, sort of thing. Done a normal sloping roof as usual. I did a couple of designs, but this one's the one I picked on. And I built a paddock there, so basically this is where you could bring the horses out of the stables into the paddock and run them around, I suppose, or something like that. I don't know. I was just thinking off the top of my head. Yeah, so it kind of works. It's low enough that it doesn't really obstruct the mansion too much, but it's kind of part of the mansion build, so it sits in with the theme of it. Because obviously rich people with mansions would have horses, most likely. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in the UK especially, the aristocracy, as it were, will always have horses of some sort or type. Yeah, kind of pleased with the end result. Looks okay, I think. Doesn't obscure the building too much, and adds to the overall theme of what the building should be. The entrance-wise, I've kind of grown on it a little bit now. I don't mind it so much, only because basically there's no real way I can do anything else with it. So yeah, so it kind of works for me. So yeah, so you can walk in here now. You can go to the stables, and you can walk around to the paddock. Again, there's still no entrance to the main street, so you still can't walk into the mansion from the main street. You still have to either go all the way around. You can go into the sewers, obviously, and do it that way, or you can go all the way around the back and go that way. Yeah, so that's actually all the buildings complete. So let's have a quick tour around. We'll start from where we very first started off from. So we'll start from the business district. We'll do a quick tour around. I'm not going to go into the buildings, I'm just going to fly around and we'll have a look. So yeah, so these are the ones that Craig built that I've hired a little bit now. These are the factories, or the warehouses, sorry. that's the initial build that we started off with. And then we did the skyscrapers, obviously, in the business district, which are looking pretty cool. What else did we do? And then we did the park. Obviously, there's the maze for the park. We did a little work shed over the back there. Nice little fountain in the centre. And let's have a look at the district there. And then we did all the houses down there. I can't remember what order we did everything in now. I think I did these houses first, actually, now I'm thinking about it. These are the generic houses that we did, which took forever to do, because at the time I couldn't really use MC Edit. Kind of got used to it now, but it's the only thing I've really used it for. What did I use it for? I know I used it to transport the whole city to an actual map, but I don't think I've used it for anything else since then. No, I haven't actually. Ah, well, there you go. Yeah, the only time I've used MC Edit on this now is to actually move the buildings. Sorry, to move the whole city to a playable map. We did the extra house at the end, like a townhouse sort of thing with a balcony. Sorry, I'm not very good at flying, especially when my keyboard keeps sticking. Got these nice low bungalows here at the end of the residential districts that we did. Again, everything's still, back alleys. You still got little runways and little jump things. Oh, did I? I don't know if I mentioned this in the last thing. The armory needs a master key. You'll need to put a switch on the door to open the door. I will be hiding keys. The idea is going to be there'll be certain rooms off limits to people unless you have a key, a master key, and I'll be hiding master keys around the city. So you'll have to find them. They'll be in certain different places. I'm not going to tell you where, obviously. That'll just spoil the fun. Find a master key, then you can try and head back to somewhere like the armory. Get into the armory, and obviously there may be some cool stuff in there. Maybe there might not be. Yeah, there's no actual other way to get into the armory. You can get up on the roof of the armory, back from the inside, but you can't jump from any other roof to the armory roof. So you can't jump off, say, this building here and go, ha, who needs a key? Because you won't make it. And you can't jump these distances here. So, there you go. So yeah, so there's the business districts pretty much covered. The residential areas we're looking at now. Sorry, I'm just so bad. This keyboard is just awful. Truly awful. That's the next thing I need to buy. I've never been good with WASD. Yeah, so this is one of the weird shaped buildings that we did. And the other weird shaped building was next to it. With a low... I want to change this building a little bit. I'm not happy with it at all. I'll tweak that a little bit, I think. But it's not the end of the world. It's not a truly bad building. And then we had the church as well with the bell tower, which I think came off quite well. And if we go down to the church, blunk, we have the gravestones. Again, I may still do like a sort of mausoleum on the inside of the church, going downstairs, down here somewhere maybe. That'll lead into a crypt area underneath. And I said to the masses, I don't know, I'm just making shit up now. Yeah, so the church is pretty much done. Does need a bit more lighting in there actually. In fact, let's do that while we're here. A couple of well placed glowstone blocks should do in that corner. Yeah, it's a bit better. Lights it up a little bit better. Put some in this corner as well. Don't need church to be dark. Yeah, that's a bit better. Well, it's daylight now. Just irony there. Yeah, so that was the church finished off, and we did that. I've got the graveyard out here. I've added a couple of cobwebs in the corner because it's a church graveyard. Why not? And you can still have your name put on here if you want. Dun dun dun. It's kind of a bad thing to do as a competition. Would you like me to put your name on a grave? But yeah, you can be immortalised. Obviously, people download the maps; they can change the names to whatever they want. I've just added some random ones. Here's the mini park outside the mansion that we did. And then we've just been looking around the barn and the paddock area. And we've looked around the mansion as well. Mansion's coming along. Needs fleshing out, obviously, but we know that. All these rooms need fleshing out. All the buildings need a bit of work doing on the inside now. And then, of course, we had the sewers, which, for all intents and purposes, need a lot of work doing. The only reason why they need a lot of work doing is because I just want to make them bigger. But yeah, I mean, the sewers seem to have come off quite well. Let's travel fast. Where does that go? That's a good point, actually. What's this lead into? Must be a side-off room somewhere. See, even I get lost in these places, and I built them. Oh, actually, it's because that's why. Oh, that's why. This is just the main cistern room sort of thing. And it goes off this way as well. I've put some extra side rooms in there in different places. That's a way out there. Another way out down there, I think. Another way out down there. Another way out there. Side room there. That's one of the side rooms, I do believe. Another way out there. A little gated bit here that you have to try and get under. And I'm back out again. Into a different place, which is behind the warehouses by the looks of it. Yes. So we've gone all the way from the mansion all the way to here. So yeah, you see the sewers and everything does work, like it's working in the sense of like you can move around underground. Not the best place to do it because if you get into a scrap down there, there's no way you can run really, apart from the opposite direction. So you use them at your own risk, but they're dotted around. There's entrances dotted around all over the place. Yeah, so I think I'll drop this video here now. I think we've got to the point, we've reached a milestone where pretty much all the buildings are complete in the sense of they're built. They all need fine-tuning in some ways, and all the insides need filling out. I mean, I've done a lot of these houses, I do believe. I did all the chests and stuff on the inside, yeah, I did that. But these all need filling up with loot. Well, I get my friends to do it. We'll be discussing what loot goes into where, because obviously I want the harder loot to be in harder places to reach, and the easier loots, like the random bits of loot, can be in the easier places. And the really good loot will be hidden away in certain places, like maybe even the armory or something like that, which needs a key. So you have to find the key first before you can make it to the armory. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. As always, I thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate all the views I get, and any likes or favourites that you feel that you want to give me. That would be awesome. I really do appreciate them as well. And yeah, so if this is your first time watching, I think this is episode 24 now. You may want to cycle back and go and see where we all started from, what we were doing, and where we've ended up to do. What else was I going to say? Yeah, and if you are new, please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. Like I said, this still will be open for, it will be downloadable. I put a lot of work into this, so I want to make sure it's right. I don't want to just give it out half-hearted and say, okay, there you go, you can have it now. And it's not quite up to what I wanted it to be. I've put a lot of hours into this, Yeah, so I really want it to be when it gets available for download, it will have to be perfect. I'll at least have played a few games of Hunger Games on it with my friends to make sure it actually works as a concept. And even if it doesn't work as a concept for a Hunger Games, I mean, you may still want to download it anyway and build your home here. You could build a community. You could have a big community in a place like this. I mean, try to think of how many rooms there are. A lot. You could have a lot of people that lived in this community, and you could add it to your own maps. You could do whatever you want to do with it, really. You don't have to play Hunger Games on it, but that was the initial kind of idea behind what we were doing. Yeah, so thank you again so much for watching. It's been a long journey getting all these buildings up, but I've really enjoyed doing it. I've really enjoyed getting some feedback off you guys. Yeah, it's been cool. And so what I'll do in the next video is probably do a friends with friends video, and we'll start fleshing out the buildings a little bit. So you might get some sneak peeks of what's in which buildings, but then you'd have to remember. Yeah, so I'll end this video here, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.